The way he played, I just thought it was Ivo deck. So, you know, the other thing that the thinning does is it makes Torres worse. Torres only has 2 targets right now. It's like a lot less reach than Ragros might think it is. Right? Because that's like a 5 and a 4 boost. Torres would be 11. Is that how it works? See, if we had a fur card on this side, there'd be synergy with him. Oh, this Kanta just gets a boo hurt. Come on, man, you gotta save that. You're against the Calvite deck, right? This is looking very good for Rogros. And then I just started playing Assimilate, which is, in addition to me playing Bounty last week, makes me 100% absolute piece of shit. No, it doesn't. Assimilate is a skillful deck.
The senses can be fooled easily.
My duty? To stick my
Another
nose where it
Magni.
doesn't belong.
And this time he grabs the Villain Forts. Gonna be Remedy into Magni into Joust. Jesus Christ. So Rogros, without playing Calvite, has basically thinned enough. He's only got 2 golds left in the deck. And now he plays Calvite anyway. So this round went pretty well for him. Like, you have to dodge the Ophiri Merchant, you have to dodge, like, what should we call it? Like a Kingslayer or something from Rune Mage, and he had to dodge the Kanta. And he dodged all of those, got round control, got to play his Calvite, and only played basically, oh, he played 2 golds. Thank you, Doug. Racist. You heard him talk about non-humans. Okay. Another Ophiri Merchant and gets an ointment. Pretty tragic. Wild Hunt isn't really part of monsters. Okay, it was forcefully inflicted on us without a decision. There's no collaboration between any monsters, proper monsters, and the Wild Hunt. Wild Hunt could really have been its own faction, honestly.
As you command.
I didn't see what he picked, but Courier, I guess, didn't really. There's nothing.
I despise Dimeritium.
So when is Henry gonna come down? And this is Enslaved 6, by the way, so Henry can be yoinked and replayed. We could see... there could be some clowny things happening.
Always use protective eyewear when handling toxins, they say.
There have been so many changes to like bronzes. I was just thinking about like Turncoat used to be 4 power. Gwent really was like... I wonder what it would feel like if Gwent went back to pre-council. Like how shocking would it be to play in it now? Here comes a Diplo. Into an Arbalest.
Life is
This might play for 10 if buying and stuff. It doesn't matter. It gets jousted. So Romero's game plan is to just not offer a lot of good copy targets. Just wait for Rogros to be forced to play the good stuff. But here comes Lydia into Diplo. It's either coded weapons or just one of these 5s, right? Could transform the Lydia so it doesn't get cooed somehow. That's going to be a transformation on a turncoat instead. From an Earth point of view, and L are in fact the same as other monsters that appeared during conjunction spheres. That's a good philosophical point. I guess I think of monsters as non-humanoids. Caragras plays Sergeant, kind of a non-committal card. Looks like Romero's going to play Henry. There's a Rompali available and an Ivar. Shaelmar can also be decent points. Gives opponent a Calvite. Now he has the big one for himself, and this isn't good. Goes for Shaelmar. And he won't really have access to any of these other cards.
You're gonna get it now.
Turncoat. So Rogros could play 1 or 2 more Henrys now. I wonder if board space is going to be a problem. Romero's going to go ahead and lead her and grab an Artod, which he will use to play Magni into Abduction. And gets a big chonky drone. Problem is this drone always gets tall punished. We're just gonna see like a Calvite get played here, or here comes Artod for Rogros. Gonna Artod into Henry. Because he didn't play Rune Mage, he gets 3 choices. Vatier can get cooed. Isabel can be interesting. Because, you know, with all the Henry stuff being put in the deck. I guess it's still not that close, but he gives opponent a Vatier, which is interesting. And then takes a Reins. What even is like up top is this, and then this in one of these new cards. For Reins, I mean. Now Rogros can set up a coup by using Stefan. Rogros can also just ping this down once, like do a little bit of damage to Artod and then yoink it and then replay it with Flores. There's a lot of options for Rogros. Relics are quite humanoid, but they are for sure not. That's true. I guess humans really are monsters after all. As we see in the world.
When I finish with them, there'll be nothing left to bury.
Okay, Reigns plays for 12 points. Moulin Rouge can't play these two until Adrenaline. So he's going to end up just dropping a Vatier. Vatier can be cooed and then used to steal a courier, but then if you coup Vatier, Moulin Rouge can coup back. That's something to think about. Although on this side, there's nothing with spying on it. So, it doesn't have as much value to Moulin Rouge as it does to Rogros. He's going to yoink it. And then uses Reeds to boost it, so that even if it does get cooed, it will still be on Rogros' side. And this is a problem for Moulin Rouge, because this order is now a 22-point click. Look at that point. It used to be like 60 to 30, and now it's 62 to 58. Plus, we know Vilgefortz is going on this 21-pointer. Very, very, very good yoink, I think. I mean, yoink on Artata is also always very good, but... Okay, Rainfarn is played. Plays for 15 points. There was no reason for Moulin Rouge to coup the Vatier because nothing on this side, well, except for her Vatier itself, has. Oh, and Rogros will play Torres to deny the coup on the Rainfarm. And he will coup Henry. Okay. There's a Damien. That's a card. Wait, is this opponent first or? Opponent first. So probably gonna give Letho or here.
Advances civilization.
Teamwork could be funny. But Vilgefortz Renegade could grab like a decree or something. I'm not sure if is decree better. Yeah, Mulan is cooked. I mean, it's a mirror magic. It's assimilate. You're usually in a bad place, especially after the way round one went. That was a massive Rainfarn. Yeah. Okay, Romero will resign.
Lario,
thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everyone.
212 viewers.
Welcome in, everyone. We're in the first round of our weekly tournament. Hey, Mian, welcome to the chat. Score is currently 1-0 for Rogros.
Mayan 1992.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. We have so Rogros just won game number 1 with Enslave. It hasn't updated yet. Against Moulin Rouge's double cross. So, oh, it is. Okay. And now Moulin Rouge will be red coin. And Rogros will be blue coin. So Rogros will be red coin. And now Moulin Rouge will be blue coin. And Moulin Rouge will be red coin. And Moulin Rouge will be blue coin. And now Moulin Rouge will be red coin. And Moulin Rouge will be blue coin. And Moulin Rouge will be red coin. And Moulin Rouge will be blue coin. And Moulin Rouge will be red coin. And Moulin Rouge will be blue coin. And Moulin Rouge will be red coin. And Moulin Rouge will be blue coin. And Moulin Rouge will be red coin. And Moulin Rouge will be blue coin. And Moulin Rouge will be red coin. And Moulin Rouge will be blue coin. And Moulin Rouge will be red coin. And Moulin Rouge will be blue coin. And Moulin Rouge will be red coin. And Moulin Rouge will be blue coin. And Moulin Rouge will be red coin. And Moulin Rouge will be blue coin. And Moulin What are we gonna see? So this is the Guerrilla Tactics deck, which is an Ivo deck, Spoitel Ivo deck with Cosimo. Or we could see Pincer got banned. Yeah, we are gonna see the Ivo deck, and we're gonna from Rockbros, we're gonna see a new fruits deck. It is Shoop Scenario. That's right, Shoop Thrive Monsters with Erendite and Unseen Elder and Bloody Mistress. Where's it at? It's right here. And Ethereal. No Curse Scroll for Scenario. Instead, we just have a Maxi. Interesting. What the fuck? What do you mean? This is the standard Fruits of Youthskith, Shoop, Thrive, Unseen Elder, Bloody Mistress deck with Erendite. You've never seen this before? It's very standard. Extremely popular deck. Yes, yes, yes. And Rockrush is going to open with Ethereal. Lucky for Moulin Rouge, he's got not one, but two Alder's Thunders in hand to immediately answer it. Do you ever Cosimo and Musicians? No. Because 5P cards are very random. The best Cosimo is usually... Wait, what is Cosimo? Okay, it's for these guys. 5 to 6 is a very good Cosimo. We see the first backup plan get played, and takes care of both Neckers. Very, very good for Moulin Rouge to kind of try and keep these Thrive engines in check. Real Mosh, no Potato. Potato has to be summoned. Potato is not free. No Ogreites, so you're disappointed. Lario, is that your alt? There is one Ogreoid. No, two actually. There's Ogreoids. This is a diversified monster deck. Okay, it's got a little bit of everything. Does it have a Wild Hunt card? Yes, it does. Because this is a Wild Hunt card. You got some ogres, you got some vampires, you got some insects, you got another ogre right here, you got some relics, you got some beasts. Beast right here. Necrophage. Is this the most like category that is even a human? This is the most harmony deck in the game. The all you can play monster deck, yeah.
Your magic can't harm me. No magic can.
Oh, there's no Witchers, that's true. But you wouldn't put Eskel in this deck because of... I mean, it's a monsters deck. Monsters don't like Witchers. Witchers murder monsters. So, Romero was kind of gambling that there's no Riptide. There was a Riptide. But so far, I mean, he's really committed like this only, basically. Not much else. But here comes Philavandro. That's kind of a big commit. Ooh, and he gets some Whisper of Dolbafana. You're always gonna pick that. We know it's gonna get answered with a Cyclops or a Toad. Toad is a little bit more limited. It's more tempo than a Cyclops, but like you're not always sure you're gonna get a Toad target. Because this will get boosted, and then it's just Rune Mage is all that's left. I imagine Rockbros is gonna want to push. He's even got a Pred Dive. Which he's with Unseen Elder? Yes, yes. Just be glad inflation hasn't hit the Mosh Potato. Apparently it doesn't need expensive fuel and fertilizer. We are in the head in the sand stage of Toby pricing in our economy. Our potato in chief has been jawboning the market. It's fine. We tapped into the strategic fertilizer reserves early and have been exporting it to keep global fertilizer prices down. The Bank of Japan has been helping out in this regard, of course. And we appreciate their cooperation in shorting fertilizer features. This seems losable for Romero. He's got the Cosimo combo.
Away from our wares! Away!
Aren't we gonna see Larva first into like Unseen Elder? I mean, you may like. There's still the scenario and Shoop, and neither has been. I didn't see the Maxi. Ooh, Erendite denying the Cosimo on the Highwayman. I mean, that's something, but you could get an Archer from. No, he's just gonna Cosimo back row. And he gets a Blue Stripe Commando and a Gremist. So 5 plus 10-point Cosimo. Not great, not terrible either. Here comes Unseen Elder. Actually giving Gremist value. Uses Purify to... I might have just saved that, honestly. Mamuna replacing Elder? Think about it a little bit, dog. You'll get it. Mamuna requires 2 of a bronze. This is a Shoop. Thinking yes. Just telekinesis into bountiful harvest. He's gonna pick Dolbathana Bomber and just double snipe the fruits. That would be a oh, he does get one actually, and he can leader the Unseen Elder. What a talented bomber! I said, I know it looks random, but those are actually targeted. And Rogros will take the pass while he has it. And Moulin Rouge will play Alyssa to put back all of the harvests into the deck. So he still got Simless into triple harvest. And he draws Sal. And 2 harvests, so he's got a mulligan the first one. Draws a Maxi, not great, not great. But still no Shoop for Rogros. Rogros has to draw the Shoop. He's going to mulligan the Cyclops, hope to draw a Shoop or the scenario, and he draws neither.
Ugh, stop gargling like that.
Now Rogros has to decide if he's answering this or not. He would have to only answer he has is Erendite. Which would kind of cost him some points on the fruit as well. He's going to choose to play scenario instead. Oh, Shoop! He's going to Shoop Yoink. Okay, so no scenario. Just Shoop Yoink. It is a good Yoink, but it's not without cost either. And then Artifact Compression from hand to lock the Sorcerer. Mulan will just play the Maxi now. And Erendite's still growing. There is a Squirrel, but there's nothing too... Well, Is there something to squirrel? I don't think it really matters. Does lose a point on on the Drowner Thrive. I don't know if you were saving Drowner for like if a sorcerer got spawned or something, but he has to play it now. Here comes Simless Triple Harvest. Oh, and Moulin Rouge actually missed Ivo. I forgot to point that out. And Rune Mage. So those are two really important cards. So Sao plays for what?
The Valley of Flowers.
The other form? Plays for 5 plus 3, 8. Erendite is out. And the last card is Gourd, but Spore should counter it. 19-point Gourd will just get answered with a Spore, and the Rogros will advance in the series 2-0, winning with a Shoop. Well, without the Shoop, but a Shoop deck. It was a Shoop scenario deck, and he didn't play Shoop or scenario. I don't think it would have mattered, Whisperer versus Brigade. Same result either way, but yeah. Alright, well, Rogros advances and is going to be facing Kepko next round. Let's see if we can catch game number 3 here. Looks like game 1 between Last Days of Gwent and Axis Kilgore was a Frost Mirror. And Last Days won that from Red Coin. Not surprising. Sad day for memes. I mean, technically, Rogros' deck was meme too. Where is Sky Gallagher's Frost deck? Just let me see. Those decks were the same. Yeah, it looks like a pretty normal Frost deck. He had Unseen Elder instead of Riptide. That seems to be the main difference between the two. Some bronzes were different. Let's see. Last Days brought a Knights deck, a Dwarf deck, and a Nilfgaard deck. So the Knights deck is just Enseus instead of Erendite, but the rest looks like a normal Knights deck. There's a Marguerite. We have a Zoltan Warrior Simless Dwarves deck with Cranmer and Armor's Workshops. We have a Imprisonment deck with... Oh! Cultists, guys! It's Cultists with Defender. Hey, Irays. Good to see you. Wait, what the hell is Homelander? Just assigning myself as observer for future rounds. I don't know about home. No, fill me in. The hell? What the hell deck is Homelander? Hello, YouTube. Looks like we've been live for a little bit. Glad that got working. Well, I know this show. Metallic Danny enjoys Homelander. What does enjoys Homelander mean? Like he likes the character? It's the NR mumbo jumbo mid. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Rogrust brought Homelander, I believe. He got banned. This is Homelander, right? That's such a good name for this deck. Oh my god. He thinks he's Homelander. Oh, okay. Does he wear a cape and tights and drink milk? No way. His profile picture used to be his face Photoshop into oh my god. That is something. That is something. Hold on. Can I get ChatGPT to do something stupid? Oh, this is we're watching Last Days versus
Subliminal
Axis.
Monkey just followed.
Yo, Subliminal Monkey, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Turn. Hang on, ChatGPT's working. Hold on. Sketching it out. Sketching it out. We got Wild Hunt again from Axis against Cultists from Last Days. Let's go. Hey, what is this emote? Do I even want to look?
Oh, good. The wine.
Oh, I'm out of emote slots. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna stop messing with it. Unseen Elder plus Frost used to counter Cultist. Immediate lock from Last Days on the Unseen Elder.
Thrones to be emptied.
A Deacon is played. And a Wallhound Bruiser is used to kill it. So the thing is, Last Days isn't trying to win the round. They're just going to play some Deacons and then pass. Kilgore has to commit these things to remove the threat, but they can't really pass. So they are going to replay this Bruiser to kill this other Deacon now. Because the click on this Deacon will infuse something, and since it hasn't been played yet, that infusion is quite valuable. Are we going to see a Necromancy from Last Days? Or is it just going to be an Initiate now, thinking that that they have enough? Looks like it's going to be Fisher King first to make sure scenario's up top. And even though last days might not be able to get there in 2 cards, it's still not a situation where you pass, I think, is Axis. Turco says Axis can play only units with Veil in round 3. Could be a good match. Operator is gone, so that is true. There's no spies in this deck. But even without the infusion, like a 6 or 7 card round 3 is still plenty long for the scenario value to pay off. Especially since like the Bruiser's gone. There is a Hunt Warrior, I suppose. Interesting. Winter Queen gets mulliganed. Taskmaster is required. Taskmaster might be very important because it has the Purify. The only win con is Hard Push. That does sound right to me. Like I don't think you ever outpoint Cultists in the long round. Not unless you have a lot of control. You can always miss scenario? No, he played Fisher King. And like with Magni battle stations and Fisher King in this and Mata, like I don't think relying on it like them not drawing scenario is a really viable tactic in this against Cultists. I think what you do is you win round 1, you push round 2, and you try to win a show round 3. Kind of like what you would do against Toussaint. This Phantom's actually pretty big deal because since Deacons and Initiates have been nerfed so much, they can actually be one-shot by a Phantom.
Marked by the Fiend Doom.
The question is if Axis will kill this or try to save this for another target. Aridin would have been super handy here, right? Not drawing Aridin and not drawing Gales, not drawing Tyrnalia, Aubron. It's a pretty rough situation for Axis. Hey Dave, how's it going? Here comes another Deacon, this time from Necromancy. So is there anything even left? Yeah, lots of cards left that could still be infused. Nothing in hand. Interesting. So one Foglet is just dropped. Deacon finally gets a click. Are we going to see Scenario get played? Because this NL Aristocrat makes Axis very vulnerable to an infusion. Now, he has a Purify. Are we going to see like the other Foglet played, or are we saving that? Okay, we are going to see the Foglet. I don't think you need to leader here. And in fact, we don't see a leader. Battle stations could like one-shot this, right? No, we can't because he needs a Cultist gold first. He has to play Prophet. Sorry, she. I think. No Brigade? What's Brigade? Nausicaa Brigade? Ah. Yeah, instead they're playing recruits. The idea is to use recruit on the board to play Magni into Decree into a Cultist to single turn play the scenario and get it to chapter 1. Since there's no like a fawn or whatever in this deck.
My ice will pierce
No Purify
hearts
this
and
turn.
minds.
We don't. What got the? Okay, it was the Defender. If Defender had been in hand, this Aristocrat could be flipped. But instead, oh, Prophet prevented the Purify. Right. So this is going to the other side no matter what. Unless you like drop the Caranthir, which you're not gonna. Well. Okay, Winter Queen gets locked. And then Teleport is going to be used on an Eclipse Initiate. And immediately you can see the point swing. Because the Prophet, Golden Child's not updating because it's locked. So when it finally becomes unlocked, will it still... Will these numbers update? Or how does this work?
TKHDW 149 just followed.
THK, thank you for the follow. Okay, so the Taskmaster, which is locked, gets played. Another Deacon is played, just to rack up the points. Okay. Do you now play the other Red Rider? It would give you some Tyrnalia carryover. An opponent can't really hero pass because you have Leader and Caranthir. Caranthir would be 13. And Leader would be another 4, right? He could... I mean, he could Red Rider the Naglfar Taskmaster to purify the Winter Queen, but then that gives another infusion target. So instead goes for the extra frost. See another teleport, just printing points. And Axis will pass. You want a big Golden Child. There's no Tall Punish in this deck. He still has, the thing is, Dandelion and Mata can be used to prolong the round. And that's a problem. You want to get rid of this Navigator. You're looking for Tyrnalia or Gales. You get neither. Himmler's Wrath is good. Ardgaith is probably good. Because it lets you go unitless. But no Tyrnalia is very, very sad. It gets rid of the frost and oh no, gets a Wild Hunt Hound, which is arguably just a negative point card because it can be infused. The Defender will be protecting the Initiate. Well, Defender will get answered, I think, by Wrath. And then what? Yeah, these are some terrible draws. Like missing, like look at, you don't see a Frost player miss this much. I think you have to play the Golden Child now. The recruit can play another recruit, which is infused. So it has value there. Yeah, you play the Golden Child now while you can. And now here comes Dandelion. He should have clicked the recruit first, I think. Because A, this could have drawn the other recruit, and B, that other recruit has an infusion. Right? Why doesn't it show me a tooltip? Oh, it's just a category infusion. It doesn't have the other one because it was infused after scenario. My bad. So yes, this was the correct sequencing. This was one of the first cards played. It's obviously what you like. You have to wrath this. You wrath this, and then Conqueror can. Like, you wrath without using leader. Then you save leader for Conqueror, Bruiser to kill an Initiate, I think. Mata will give him a terrible card. This is... Well, it could give a Conqueror. Red told me NG was the worst faction when I said I hated them. I don't understand this play. I guess moving it means you don't have to kill it, but you do have to kill it. Yeah, it was Wrath last turn, because now this can be infused. And without Aridin, you can't kill this. It looks like Axis is cooked. Well, you know, can he actually like do enough damage to the Hound? Yeah, maybe he forgot that he had a big enough card to just wrath without leader. Why didn't Last Days infuse first? Like, he's missing out on all like on what? 1 point there? What's the biggest? It's gonna be Decree into MC probably. Oh, he was worried about a Purify probably. But he's not killing this, no matter what. So he just needs to get value from these points.
Bring me face tech, then leave me be.
Rubbish. This one has
Interesting Purify. Oh, Mata last card. What?
Do not make me beg.
Alright. Axis wins. I don't I wonder if Last Day screwed up the Mata, forgot that you have to. That was a round of Gwent. That was the Gwentest Gwent. What a game. Wait, no, not Last Days. Axis 2. Congratulations on beating Cultists. I have a feeling it's been a while since Last Days played some Cultists. Let's go ahead and start the next round. We are going to be watching Julia Lyman versus Echo Tianich. In this round, there will also be Pepko versus Rogros. Oh, so this game is still going. Suzemel versus Youngface is still going. Imagine if Mata was playable after opponent passes. That would be something. Alright, I need to find an emote to remove. So we can add a Homelander. There we go. Now when you type Zeal, that's what you get. Let me refresh the chat. There we go. You like the last season of The Boys? It was fine. Any tips? So in round 3, that bronze I thought was I think you were supposed to Wrath the defender without using leader. So that when he plays an initiate, you can play Oberon into Bruiser to kill it. Let's take a look at Julia's decks. What do we have? I only saw game 3, so I didn't see the previous. I thought you played round 2 well. You missed a lot of cards. I mean, you gotta learn to draw better, for one. Like, you missed Aridin. You can move that. Okay, that's what Troko said might have happened. He was like, I bet he forgot he can Wrath without Frost. Yeah. So that's my biggest advice, man. Don't miss Tiernalia, Gales, Aridin, and Naglfar. Okay? Try to draw one of those 4 things. So Julia brought a Renfree Meteor Shower NG deck. Is this Kramer? Kramer Simless Zoltan deck. A Chinese Grisha deck with Morales. Sugi Mastermind. It's a good deck. Solid deck. And then a okay, Blaze of Glory Renfree. What is this match? Okay. What did Echo bring? Echo usually brings spicier things. So we got a Fruits Erendite muzzle deck with unicorns. And Lurith and Griffins, but no Mamuna. Instead, some ghouls. Okay, like a tempo deck. Does have Erendite. We have a double cross Shoop Ale of the Ancestors deck without Igni. I guess it's like Shoop Artifacts, Mushy Truffle, War Council Ale. There's Anna. There's a Surrender. It's interesting. Surrender is a tactic, for anyone who doesn't know. So it does help you draw your Calvi. I mean, it'd be good into like dwarves and maybe against Arrakis. Second against Reavers. There's a Blaze of Glory Renew deck. The Renew is for... Oh my god, is this like a 5x Freya's Blessing deck? Because you can play Freya's Blessing twice, and then one more time from Triss. One, theoretically, unlikely, but possible. Once from Rune Mage, and then you renew the Triss and do it again. I don't see another renew target. I mean, technically Hewlin or Hjalmar. You're guaranteed to go in a long round with Shoop, so surrender always gets value. Yeah, Renew is a neutral, so it also works on neutrals. Inaran's like 5 power now, right? Renew used to work on defenders. Anyone remember that? Back when you could renew defenders. You could also Carantir a defender. I don't want to remember that. You don't want to remember Defender Letho Cold Grim decks with Renew. You'd kill the defender, they'd renew it, and then you'd like purify it, and they would just Letho it. Thanks, Schwag. Appreciate the lurk. Renew Defender still exists in MO? No, it doesn't. Monster Defender is also 11 provisions. What are you talking about? If you mean Sabbath, just get out of here. Get out. Sabbath's not a real card. Oh shit, Dolan. Dolan wants to be in the title. Dolan. So here we go. Echo Tjanich versus Julia. Currently 0-0. We got Renfrey with Curse Scroll. Probably just to grab Iris Companion. There is a Darlan Soldier in hand. There is one Soldier, Alba Armored Cavalry, to help set it up. Iris Companion probably puts... What did they put at the bottom? A Blightmaker. Putting a Blightmaker bottom of the deck seems questionable when you have a Mage Assassin in hand. Does this deck thin to 0? Here comes Companion. It's going to put Iris, Von Everick, at the bottom of the deck.
As per our contract.
Got the Monster Renew. Shut up.
To the front yet again.
Oh, this is also a Soldier. I forgot. It's a hard to remove Soldier, so. Echo is just playing, you know, doing the shoop things. Just keeping reach and... staying within range in case there's a pass. I don't see Julia passing. Looks like it's going to be Blightmaker. Oh, what? What did we put at the top? Was it Rune Mage? Must have been Rune Mage. That's the card I see being placed on top. Yep, there it is. Here comes 2 Mage Assassins. That's both mulligans. On the other side, Calbeat was played, so Echo knows exactly what they're getting. Comes Rune Mage.
Got ya! You bleating son of a doe!
And actually gets a pretty good engine here, which Echo doesn't really have a lot to deal with. This ale isn't like an offensive ale. It's just points. It's just good carryover and solid points per turn. Every 2 turns, it's 3 points, so it's a 1.5 point per turn engine across 2 rounds. Can be used to help protect engines as well. Julia looks like they're planning to go very far this round. But they do have 2 bricks. So maybe that's it. Maybe it's just these 3 cards and pass, but there's no Ramon in this deck, right? Yeah, so I could see like an Alba getting played if Echo plays an engine. Looks like it's going to be Remedy. Oh, right, Illusionist. Leader for them? For what? Oh, yes, it's I keep forgetting. I totally forgot that there's, you don't need to Blightmaker these guys. So yeah, it's just gonna be like a all-in 2-0 kind of situation, I think. Echo gets, you know, good hits on the Mage Assassins. Rent-free, we got damage 6, damage 1, player bronze. Which is what was picked, I think. Another damage 6, pass 4. Lowest provision is also available. Looks like it's going to be Sloth and lowest provision, which is the easiest way to get the most bodies. Hunting Pack can be played because of the infusion from AO. See another Illusionist come down. This will be 13-point Illusionist. It's pretty good. Pretty good Illusionist there. And Julia just passes. Interesting. It seemed like a good setup for playing Meteor Shower and then saving Leader for round 3, but maybe not. The Rent-free on the front row was kind of, I guess, a tell. So maybe they weren't going to play Meteor Shower this round. But it seemed like, I feel like Julia's deck is, or with this Leader, Julia has a better short round. Maybe I was wrong. So Echo would love to play War Council here. It was a bit risky, but looks like it's going to be War Council into... Wait. Why not Sergeant? Isn't playing Sergeant here better than giving up the carryover? Because Sergeant is 5 more points, but this is 6. Maybe it was a time issue. Hey, Pio. So Echo gets to round 3 with a battle prep and an ale in terms of carryover. Julia gets to round 3 with Sloth and lowest provision as carryover, or as a leader ability. Echo can also leader the Triss Meteor Shower, I just realized.
Order will triumph. It must triumph.
So they start with a remedy on the Nilf Knight.
You're about try them ultimate.
Julia responds with Renfri's Gang. These are now 5 base power, so 6 with the... And end up playing for 9, like 18 total after Meteor Shower. Not bad. Echo is just playing like like cards that can't really be locked. But Julia can just play a hunting pack. I guess Sloth. What's lowest provision card if you do? It's a slave infantry. Interesting that hunting pack goes in the back row. Julia's leaving space up front for Vilgefortz, for Alba, and for the taller base power units. Here comes Rune Mage from Echo. Probably going to be a Nilfgaard if I had to guess. Yep. I don't think you Kingslayer here, do you? It's going to be Slave Hunter. Just plays for 6 points. Neutral card gameplay. I mean, there's like 3 neutral cards on this board. What do you mean? Not every deck has to be Devotion Ithno, okay? Okay, here comes Leo. Has to go front row. So Echo doesn't have a bronze unit in hand. So Anna's kind of pointless. I just noticed. Echo needed to save a bronze before playing Anna. There's a lot of bronze units in the deck, but not in hand. Here comes Shoop. Is it going to be Destroy Random or 3x3? Maybe Weather? No. 3x3. A 15-point Shoop. Okay, looks like leader is being used now. Slave infantry can be used to transform. I would transform this, actually. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's the same points, but... Because you get one more point from Triss if you transform this, but one less point here. Or one more point from... Yeah, it's the same. I imagine Echo will just play Prophet here. Yeah, I mean, you're never getting Triss with your Prophet, right? Oh, wow. He's going to lead her now. Seems a little early. But Triss will remove this Renfree's gang.
How can I help?
So that's a pretty big Triss. Now he can lead her.
Maintenance is the one thing I
But
cannot
this leader doesn't do
deny.
anything because diplomacy is not a bronze unit. It's a bronze special. So 37 points to 19. But I think Julia is in good shape.
I've seen the foul beast and its wretched.
You're praying for Shoop? I think Shoop lost. What's Vilgefortz gonna pull out? Yeah, nothing great. Well, the 7's good.
There is no escape.
Here comes Diplo. A neutral Diplo. Shuffle a card from your hand into your deck, then draw a card. You know? Could unlock. Oh. Goes for Samum. Which will play for... Oh, Samum is actually kind of good. You can Samum the Slave Infantry and move 2 cards. That's kind of a big... That was like... 11 points on that Diplo? Julia still wants to go front row, I think. on Serret and Vilgefortz and then Meteor Shower last, but it was decent. It did make Echo's... Oh wow. So Vilgefortz there removes another tall body from the front row, and now Meteor Shower might be better. No, it's still better in front row. It's gonna be very close though. It might come down to what Vilgefortz pulls out. Like if Vilgefortz gets a 7, ooh, I don't know. Gets a 3. That's a pretty good pull. Surrender will remove... yeah, Surrender on the front row is better. And there's also Battle Prep. So Echo's in good shape, I think. 15 points. Will Triss be 15 points? It's still better front. Because Triss doesn't affect itself. Hashtag counting, yeah. Start the Gamba. Will you do Gamba if I mod you there? Oh my god, 1 point! Holy shit. Julia gets out with a single point. 48 to 47. Very, very close. Big counting, big counting. Horseshoe. Math planned, calculated, maybe. So that's game one. Julia wins with Renfree and deck boost, I guess. Renfree Witchers. So now, from red coin, Julia could play off the books Firespawn, could play Renfree Blaze of Glory. Echo. From Boo, we could just see Fruits. Thing is, I don't know that Fruits has enough points to deal with off the books. Or Blaze of Glory. What's Echo's jackpot deck? It's Madame, King of Beggars, Yago with deckhands. Borsodi Brothers and Pickpocket. Interesting. Thinking the trader was correct.
Who do I spy?
Try and get... Assuming the top card is a unit. You're saying it would have been better than Samo? If he gets a unit, then yeah, because it would have been 8 points. Because the salmon was 13, right? Well, I'm not counting the surrender loss. Maybe because the value lost on surrender, salmon wasn't as good as I counted. Here comes Jackpot.
Yes, my gallant Nothing knight. Tickles my tick. Quite like a good secret.
I think this is where you just slam Junior. And take care of... Wait. No, you have to... Oh, you can't Junior both of them, because as soon as you play Junior, Madame will go up. Okay, so Julia's just going to give up the round. But what happens if Echo tempo passes?
My noble knight.
With me. There's no Saul. Could decree for Saul. Or you could just play the other Peaches and then pass. If the unit was banned more than Hunter, then the enemy villager pulls Tortoise, right? I don't know the order of the other units. There was like there were 4 bronze units.
You got a sea beast swimming in
There was a squirrel as well.
Sewers remind me of the fjords back home.
And I don't remember the mulligans if Echo had better mulligans and messed up, not realizing that their leader needed to play Sloth. And the other thing is, Merchant would have had to put back like Vilgefortz or something into the deck, right? It's not like they had any other cards to mulligan. I'm kind of shocked Echo played this Trafficker here. I think Echo should have passed. Maybe. I thought Echo would tempo pass there. But maybe with Salamage and Keeper of the Flame, it was easy for Julia to catch up. I don't know. I didn't recognize Julia Lehman. Is that a name change or just someone that's new to the tournament? Anyone know? We have Candle for Echo.
Abandon your false gods.
Does that mean they're gonna pass? I mean, I feel like Echo's hand is good enough. They should just play. Like, they should just go all in. Because, like, we can see Julia's missed, like, 4 really important goals. But even if they had, you need to pull some of them out, because you're not going to win a long round. Echo will bounce back. Echo. Comes another Eventide. Or are we gonna see Freak Show? Freak Show always gets answered with Junior, right? But there's not much else for Echo to play here. Echo also doesn't have Novigrad in this deck. I just realized. Instead opting for the Borsodis. Moros is another option. But yeah, it's gonna be Freak Show. Will we see the Freak Show boosted once to make Junior worse? Seems not. At this point, like, shouldn't you also just remove these? What do you need coins for? Yeah, I just don't see how Echo pulls this off. Like, these cards may not look like much, but they're a lot of points. And then there's a bunch of golds left in the deck. Does Trader shuffle at the bottom of the deck? It shuffles randomly. It draws the top card and you shuffle. I think. Looks like Julia's having a connection problem. Well, somebody's having a connection problem. Unfortunate. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna reset the match. I got canceled. Okay, great. Players will have to redo their bands. Echo was blue that game, so we're gonna do it like this. And then set the result as such. Hopefully Julia is gonna notice, I guess. I don't know what their name is in chat. Julia, if you're watching, please just pick the same deck as last time. You're gonna replay the game. You guys want to see what ChatGPT made? I told it to make me into an avatar, the character from The Boys. Dockbite is the name, and my power is Data Weave. In a world of lies, I'm the glitch. There you go. Looks like the players did their bans, and we're gonna replay. So same decks. Squirrel is in the machine again.
The semblance of power don't interest me.
Scram against the machine. Have that as a permanent overlay on the screen, just like is that what he does? Does he have it as an overlay?
Any diamonds for little old me?
Abandon your false gods!
It's so terrible. You guys ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. Here you go.
Careful. I heard the Aetheri read minds.
You are worthy neither of mercy nor forgiveness.
So this time Echo doesn't get Madame.
Nose, mouth, any hole will do.
Beautiful. Well, it's there if we wanted.
Ignorance and superstition.
I just doing my bit for this fine fruit.
All right, so here comes a new card, Acherontia Deckhand. Did it look like a Game of Thrones character? Yes. I need my own dire kitty.
Knees are drowning in shite, but my head's in the clouds.
So without Madame, Echo is having a much harder time staying ahead on tempo. And I think this is where you just draw your losses or cut your losses and go next. But it looks like he wants to at least get Owal Borsodi in the graveyard. And hey, spending is proccing the deckhand. That's something. Could spend another 3 and get an extra point. It's like a 33% cashback credit card. It's not bad. Yeah, it looks like that's what Echo's gonna do. So now he's up by 14 tempo. Oh, wow. He spends everything. He wants out of the round. That's a lot of bleeding. We're going to see Salamage play for 11 points and a transformation to save, to invalidate some bleeding. But that doesn't get Julia ahead, and I think Echo is going to peace out. And that's exactly what he does.
Best not play with fire, liable to get burnt.
I think Echo can be happy with how this round went, getting both Salamages. Thanks, guys. Time for some Thronebaker music. Okay, Madame in hand. Madame makes it fairly easy to defend the bleed. Pickpocket is also interesting. I don't think I've seen Pickpocket in that many decks. This card maybe could be 5 provisions. Potential buff target. There's no Redanian in this deck, right? Oh, there is. So you could just play Pickpocket and pass. Instead, we just see a Poison get played. Makes sense. Poisons aren't very good against this deck. It doesn't go super tall. Except, like, Jacques could go tall, but Jacques is... Jacques has Veil, so... There's an Eavesdrop in hand. It could be used to put Peaches back. But no Yago, no Heatwave. I think you mulligan the Peaches. And then if you draw a brick, you can Eavesdrop. Yeah, that's exactly what we see. Still no Yago, so Bank will have to be Yago. That means no. Well, no, Decree can be Yago. Bank will have to be Heatwave. Or possibly Bersodi. But I think Heatwave on Jacques is probably what ends up happening. Yeah, Echo's going to play Pickpocket first. So that when they play Madame, they have the coins for everything.
I shall save humankind from what my visions point.
Julia's just going to open with Jacques. Are we going to see a freak show now to answer both of these spenders? Could make things a little more complicated for Julia if the spenders are gone. But Julia could also spend now.
This way.
We see Madame instead played. They want to get their engines going. Fair enough. Plus, this is like an important spender. Wonder if you ever played Deckhand before you play Madame. What happens if you spend 9 at once? Like, does it boost 3 times or does it only boost once? Any deckhand enjoyers in the chat?
Could you say? Thought you'd never ask.
The Acherontes.
Shady vendor to payday to take out one of the seductress. And Echo just plays a deckhand. In Jackpot, if you're at full coin, deckhand goes to 6. Makes it harder to remove. How did this get to 8, by the way? Yeah, he waves in deck, but Bank can get it because Decree will play Yaga. Junior comes down and answers the deckhand. Not the Madame. Echo needs to spend. Both Solemn Ages are gone. So I think this is a fine time to just play Junior or Freak Show and get rid of Junior. And the King of Beggars. Because you want all the boosting to go on Jacques, which you're going to Heatwave or Morels. On payday, Shady Vendor takes out a Seductress. Yeah, for a good time. Shady Vendor's got to have fun too. Interesting. Echo just drops the Freak Show but doesn't spend. Maybe he's going to play Yago before last play. Madame's going to get Morelst, is I think Julia's plan. We got Blind Eye, Fire, Sworn, Salamandra, and Cut Up. So Siggy, Reuben, Mastermind can get played. But you might be hoping for Gregory for Mastermind. So yeah, I would kill these two. All we see is a poison. Okay, yeah, Echo does have Candle as a backup spender. And could, in theory, get Borsodi from Eavesdrop. There's no Pirates, because Yago can also boost Pirates. There's no Chorus Blacksmith either. Like either Chorus Blacksmith or Horse Borsodi could be a great Eavesdrop pickup. Okay, he does finally... Oh, wait, what? He's going to play Yago this turn. I guess since Echo doesn't have last say, he knows that this is the turn to play Yago. Now he's removing bodies.
The contract's sacred. That includes the pay.
I guess there's no reason to kill the junior. Just removes the Firesworn bodies.
Premium grade won't find any better.
And then I guess now you play Candle? Over profit by 1, but... it is what it is. The Yaga didn't go very tall. Is this going to be Siggy? Wow.
And now, time to settle things.
Very interesting to not tribute. Wait, was there any other? Oh, he didn't have a choice. Only had Fire Sword in the deck. I think you don't click. I don't think you click the Gregory yet. But it's looking rough for Julia. Not a lot of ways to swarm. There is an Eventide. And then Morels will answer the Gregory. Had to be Morels with a tribute, but King of Beggars was in the deck and comes out. It's looking very good for Echo. 42 to 14. Like, this will be 13 at most if, like, Eventide gives you a Disciple or something. And yeah, there's some leader charges, but no spender as of now. No Hemmelfart. I think that Mastermind was a kind of a mistake by Julia.
Now this is a knife.
Oh wow! Actually, just grabs the Disciple. Very skilled. Just a blind damnation. But that doesn't solve Julia's spender problem.
Consider this my tip.
So Echo is opting to keep the eavesdrop just for the 5 profit. That I don't know, man. I feel like you eavesdrop the Seductress, you could get Borsodi, you could get Blacksmith. All of these cards are better. Or you could get Heatwave, and then Bank could play one of the other cards. But I don't think it's going to matter. I think Echo wins this game no matter what. 30-point lead.
Not it turns my guts more than a filthy mage.
I guess you don't really want Heatwave. You just play the Borsodi. It's the top card.
I fear it's far too late to suddenly turn neutral.
Gains 6 coins. Right. Allied Vitality. Not the greatest spender, but it's enough. Alright, so Echo ties up the series 1-1. And now we should have a game 3 with the opposite coins of what you see. Because we had a cancelled game, or we had a disconnected game that was replayed. I had to switch the coins. These turny platform things. I got 94 jewels. How many jewels do you guys have? Also, why am I in pro rank? gonna be Blaze of Glory against Double Cross Shoop. Point Slam deck against, I don't know, Carryover. I don't know how this is gonna go. I would imagine that Rent-Free Blaze of Glory has an advantage. But Shoot from Red Coin is pretty good.
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
Echo wastes no time, just plays Calvite. Probably gonna play like a random Joust. Maybe a Squirrel. I don't think Squirrel has... Well, Squirrel has some value because of Fukusia.
Don't you pester me.
Stratagem draws Brockvar. Skirmisher gets discarded. When I was in Stratagem, that was Scald. What do you discard now? I guess now you discard the Seagull? So Seagull is like 2 points of carryover if you discard it. Not as good as playing it, but you know, it's basically free when you're discarding. You're thinning the deck anyway. The Skellige Stratagem is by far, aside from Urn of Shadows in a AQ deck, I think the Skellige Stratagem is by far the best one. And Echo will immediately remedy the Seagull and just completely not only yoiks the Seagull, but actually gets 8 points of carryover. So that's kind of massive. Because I think Julia is going to want to bleed. Other thing is, Julia doesn't have a lot of cards to play here. Like, you don't want to play Geralt, you can't play Hjalmar, these two are bricks, you don't want to play Fukusia. And do you really want to play Berna? Like, you might just draw like 2 good cards, you know? Like, it is going to be Berna. And Iris is a good discard along with Brockvar, so that actually worked out really well. Yeah, that was a very juicy remedy. Succulent, you might say. Tender. Now I want some chicken kebab. Just unrelated to what we're talking about. Maybe some buffalo wings? Yeah, you only see like one of them in decks now.
I hate portals.
Julia plays the Geralt. Like I said, Julia is running out of cards to play, but the Geralt will get Echo to pass because it's 25 tempo. It's not easy for a Shoop deck to make up. Now, how do you get the Seagulls to come out? I guess Shoop can destroy stuff, Joust can destroy stuff. And there is a Vilgefortz, so... But if Wild War of the Sea is available, then those Seagulls are only 4 points to carry over, technically. See another Raging Bear, and of course Echo will answer by playing Ale. Could have gone for a YOLO Shoop to yoink it, but probably too early to do that, and also it's a little risky without Rune Mage.
A pleasure to bleed you.
Illusionist on Raging Bear can be good. And Julia doesn't really have a way to answer Illusionists. Yeah, so we are going to see Truffle. And now if Julia passes, Echo can easily get there with a 13-point Illusionist. Yalmar on a Raging Bear could be a play. Just to deny an illusionist target. Then it would just be like a 9-point illusion. It's still not terrible. Looks like Julia will pass. And Echo is 1 point short of being able to play Shoop Resilience. So it is going to be the Illusionist. So Julia is kind of banking on a long round diminishing a little bit this carryover, but long round is also very good for Ale into Mushy. Cards that benefit Julia in the long round is Wild Boar of the Sea. And that's basically it. Maybe you could argue Fukusia. Fukusia into Burna looks like it's going to be the best play. But these cards aren't very good, what you're getting instead. And right now, Julia wishes they had that Geralt that they used in round 1 to get out of the round. A different round 1 hand would have helped Julia a bit. Looks like it's going to be Leader. Friend free, player bronze, damage 6. Loosen ally unit by 2. So Gluttony, Slot, and Wrath. So it's going to be Gluttony and lowest to 10. I guess the plan is to just kill this with like a Brockvar Warrior or something. Because you do need to kill the Sergeant soonish. Okay, Brockvar Warrior would be perfect here. And you still have Doragary for whatever else gets like mega infused. Eight-point Brockvar, not bad, not bad. These 1 power now? No, they're still 2 power. Scholar plays for 8 in this deck. I'm a fan of from the Frostpunk soundtrack. It's very, very emotional. I feel like I am. Yes, it is Bakusia into Burna. It is going to be Morkvar against Skirmisher, and 2 turns of Rain. Not the most value there. But not bad either. Darren will just go front row. The squirrel is terrible. But what could you do? Here comes Rune Mage. I imagine it's going to be a Nilf Knight. Wonder what the hesitation is for.
Praise be to the great sun!
Honestly, not a lot going on. Both players are just going to play their points. Is there another top? I guess Hjalmar into Jutta could be a lot of points. So Echo is spreading out the infusion. And he's going to play War Council here and maybe get a Boo Hurt. Putting something out of Jutta range could let Echo stack the...
We'll lead the scouts.
He doesn't go for the Boo Hurt. I was thinking if you Boo Hurt this, it would go to 16 points, and it's out of Hjalmar range, and then you can just keep stacking Ale on top of the same so that you get, because each Ale is an extra 2 points on your golden prop. But Julia's also kind of playing into Surrender. Like, I know these always go melee, but you didn't have to play Brockvar and Squirrel in melee row. It's not like this is a Meteor Shower deck. Darren is going to be the leader target. Oh, we're playing Hjalmar now.
Hjalmar on crates coming for ya!
Killing the 9, not the 7 plus 2s. I guess it's the same. Might as well kill the guaranteed 9. So now that Hjalmar's gone, Echo can should be able to keep stacking infusion now. There's no more Tall Punish left. Oh, I guess the other reason you don't want to stack infusions is Doragary. My bad, I didn't think of that. Julia also can now start playing Bear Witchers. Echo plays Surrender early, and then Leaders to see exactly what's left, and plays Wild Boar. Oh wow, Surrender into Wild Boar is so many points. Holy shit! Oh my god, that was a lot of points.
Blood everywhere!
My Stream Deck cord is all messed up. Ale of the Ancestors.
Speak your mind.
And Anna.
To the point.
This leader on Turnus will be 9. Doragary will lock the infusion. Prophet. This is the last turn to play Prophet, right? No, he lost the chance to play Prophet, actually. Prophet could have done something. What about the bin last turn? I mean, I guess 2 points versus 3 points. Not a big deal. It's just a 1 point difference.
Double the coin and consider it done.
We do see Fair Witcher come down for 9 points. This will be another 9 points. I think Echo has this. I mean, with War Council and Truffle and Ale, like, I just don't see how. He could even Shoop Transform as the last card just to deny the Wild Boar. 2 more points. Yeah, that's what I mean. So, like, a lock is worth 3 points, but you get 2 points from Adrenaline. So it was a 1 point difference. Because otherwise it damaged itself by 2, right? Julia should just play Wild Boar now. In my opinion. Oh, you're right. You're right. I forget. So Prophet is actually kind of pointless.
Need a hand? Just chop one off.
I was only thinking like 2/3 of the things. The last thing mattered more. It's just too many points, man. Oh, he doesn't even go for Shoop Transfer. He's just gonna go for the 14. Oh, 15 points because it denies the Wild Boar. Yeah, 91 to 37. And it ends up being 17 point difference, but still not enough for Julia to catch up with Echo. So Echo is going to advance to the next round. And I believe that was the last game of that round. Looks like Kepko beat Rock Bros 2-0. Access Kilgore beat Youngface 2-1. RDCH beat Lucas Legends 2-1. So we're going to be watching Access Kilgore versus Hardy CH in the semifinals. I don't know if that's too big. Doc person, the owner doesn't cats are cool while cat sitting with my daughters. At Winnie. You just now realize cats are cool? Unless you're like 2 years old, you're kind of late to the party. What took you so long? Cats have always been cool. How do your dogs get along with the kitty? Cats are okay-ish. I'm okay-ish. You're okay-ish, Turco. Cats are way better than okay-ish. Cats are amazing. I want to pet Kitty right now. Guys, want to see my friend's Kitty? She had a cat for a long time and lost or passed away, and then just recently she just got a new cat. His name is Benny. It's Mr. Bean, but Benny. Here are some toe beans. Enhance. Oh, yeah, I gotta... I gotta do the thing. Your cat said, no, not my cat. It's a friend's kitty. I've been thinking about it. I might be moving soon is the reason why I'm holding off. Trying to sell the house in Seattle. So there's a lot of stuff up in the air and I don't want to like... There's a cat that is not mine but visited my house last like 1 month. He's a cute cat. You are very lucky. The cat distribution system has chosen to honor you. The presence of Kitty. Okay, Echo, you're sorted. Let's take a look at Axis's decks. So we already saw this Frost deck with Unseen Elder. We have a Deadeye Ambush deck with Heist, Telian, Reordain, Verno, Angus, Yorvit's Gambit, and an Arcane Tome. We have a Pirates Cove, Novigrad, Diggy Mastermind deck. And a Tucson Hospitality, Beauclair Ivar deck. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have a Pirates Yalmar deck with Boar and Christiana. Holger. Bunch of piratey pirates. You can't ban Echo because you... Okay, let me reset. This is why you shouldn't smoke? I know, right? Like, I never smoke. It's crazy. I have, like, worse than a smoker's cough. Even though I never smoked. Didn't live with anyone that smoked. Like, meanwhile, Rashid's just, like, chain smoking and he's fine. His lungs are built different. What are you gonna quit, by the way? You trained your lungs? Yeah. My body's a bitch. Like, I've been like going on a 2.5 mile hike every day for 3 months now, and I've lost like 5 pounds, which is like 2 kilos for the rest of you. 3 months, man! Every day I'm sore and tired. Like, I'm taking weights with me on these runs. Nothing. Just nothing. I literally can't tell the difference. The Star Trek card got leaked in MTG if you want to see it. Sure. Take a look between games. Oh, they're waiting on me. Shit. Sorry. So Hardy brought a Pirates deck, A Reeds deck with Constructs and Heatwave, Snowdrop. And off the books deck with Acherontia. And a Golden Necker Relics deck. Just like last week, we have. Oh, we don't have. I thought it was gonna be the Doppler deck. No, we have Ratcatchers. Maxi. With musicians. Interesting. I think with Relics, you just gotta play musicians now because all your cards are 5p. Captain Kirk, boldly going. I don't know what these icons mean. Vigilance. Spacecraft creatures you control get +3/+3. Whenever Captain Kirk enters or attacks, search your library and or graveyard for a basic land card or a card named Starship Enterprise. Reveal it and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle. Okay, cool. I would have thought that the ability would be like... You come up with some random bullshit, you win the game. Oh, I'm sure you will. And there's like different cinematic universes, right? You've sent me the kitty? Alright. Oh! That's cute kitty. High quality kitty. You guys want to see it? Fine. I rate this kitty 8.5 out of 10. Woods pet. 100%. You should feed it more though. Not fat enough. Kitty could put on some weight. Is it friendly? Will it let you pet it? Or does it just come by and like demand food and then fuck off?
You and me, we ain't done yet.
So Access is gonna open with two gangs. This could be interesting. Hardy has enough control to remove a lot of gangs. Very friendly. Funny enough, bleeding would actually do nothing against living armor, so you can't really spend here. Not that you want to. Doesn't have a second poison. Has some shady vendors, but like nothing to yoink. And not a lot of ways to get coins. I think maybe you just drop a little bird now. Okay, he's gonna just hope to find some poisons. Be a shady vendor. Seems like a waste of removal. Because you need to have removal for, well, you're not gonna poison reeds, but maybe a Colossal Ifrit would be poisoned. Maybe not. Doedric. Doedric, maybe you want to steal. Philippa will come in handy. Actually, you probably want to steal the Colossal Ifrit. Because then they have to remove it. Hardy plays a lock to lock the Bloody Good Friends. But the tags will still be there. That's all that really matters. You're not usually spending with this. Oh, also, never mind. This wouldn't bleed the living armor, it would attack it. Okay, now that we have some tags, we're playing the little bird. I'm gonna spend at least once.
One man's battlefield is another man's right patch for
Okay, +5. Leadering from blue. Party just gonna play DMT and thin. What is he gonna thin? Bronzes. Didn't thin these, so unless there was two of them. Was there two of them?
It could very well be the
There was
day of a
not.
lifetime.
Very friendly enough to be pet. He's your cat now, Rocco. That's how it works.
That's your move. Interesting.
Shady vendor into swindle. And since I already didn't want to answer the little bird, that won the round. I wonder if... I guess you had the leader to spend all those coins. One slave infantry, ah. Yes. And squirrel, maybe. Yeah, it looks like slave infantry and squirrel were the... were the banished targets. Unfortunate last straw is a rock barrage, so probably won't matter because this round's not going down to 0. This leader is a lot of points with Snowdrop. It's 13 points often without Snowdrop. With Snowdrop, it's an extra 4, right? No, extra 6. So it's a 19-point leader, and Heatwave on the Novigrad immediately, that's... That's gotta be troubling for Axis. I think it's gonna be a tough road for Axis against this Construct deck, because... Like, it actually has 1, 2... Like, it can remove a lot of tags.
Sleep, my champion. Rest now.
Eventide into Slice Seductress. Actually spends... to give it a shield. I wonder if that was intentional. This is a blind eye, so there it is a tag. Keeping it alive will be valuable. Now, Axis doesn't really have a way to generate coin, other than one shady vendor. It's gonna be bank. Bank, and then probably a mutant maker. No, plays the Bloody Good Friend, which is further down in the deck. Little surprising. Wow, Vilgefortz.
Oh,
Removes one, like 2 tags, gets 2 new ones. That Vilgeforce was surprising to me. Again, the problem for Axis is coin gen. You need 3 coins to play a Shady Vendor. You could play Little Bird. I mean, that would be like 9 or 10 tempo. I don't think Hardy's going to have a hard time catching up. Gonna leader
Finally.
and play Siggy.
Bloody took long enough.
Okay.
Speech.
Vilgefortz is gone. Reeds could potentially like reset Jackal, but right now there's 10 cards in the deck, so it's not really an option. Comes Sergeant. Okay, so Axis has finally solved their coin problem. They can play Shady Vendor and yoink stuff. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 tags right now. So you could yoink a Nausicaa Sergeant. Play back row. You could also play a Little Bird. Colossal Ifrit is at not a lot of damage.
Best commodity in town, I swear it.
There's the yoink. Steals the Sergeant. Gets some money to spend. Here comes the Snowdrop. And Leader.
Not all battles need end in bloodshed.
No stench more foul than flesh well charred.
Don't you want to click Snowdrop first before you do this? Otherwise you get the same cards that you just put back in the deck. I think that was wrong. The way that Hardy did it. I think he did it in reverse order. These are both blind eyes, so no cut-ups left, actually, in the deck. Or crown splitters, for that matter. A lot of good friends were the only crown splitters. But this is on the board now. And, like, missing Colossal, Lithium Frenzy, Dow, and Enraged Ifrit is actually a huge weakness for Hardy, because he can't answer the Little Bird. So put the 1 card in the bottom with Agent. This. You can't really play Reins right now. Okay, he's playing Reins right now. And he has to get rid of a construct to answer the Little Bird. That's rough. Reins is an agent, though, so now he can play Doedric and get Zeal. But so, Amazes Assassin with agent anyway. And Axis actually passes. Since Reins was played. Kind of makes sense. Like, Jacques is good in a short round. But this Colossal Ifrit actually hasn't gotten much carryover. Okay, so Rico's just going to be the card that gets played. So now Axis has Jacques Jr. and Philippa. And 2 poisons. Seems like a good hand. You just mulligan the King of Beggars, maybe get look for Eventide or Plunder the Strings. Poisons are great, I think. I don't know about pulling the strings. I guess it gives you coins. Eavesdrop is
Notice! All roads lead to Nilfgaard.
is what it is. I think you just play poison your first 2 turns. Like, just wait for Hardy to commit stuff. Like,
You're safe to be candid under my roof.
okay, looks like he's gonna play Eavesdrop instead. But now these poisons will overprofit.
I bring fair wishes from the capital.
And he still doesn't have enough coins to yoink that. So I guess Junior has to be it. No, you don't really need to answer the Dodric. Never mind. But you could. It would leave you at 4 coins, which means you wouldn't have enough to yoink the Colossal Ifrit. Definitely don't want to play Jacques here. He's going to play Jacques. I think this is a mistake.
I shall save humankind from what my visions portend.
Like, it's how oftentimes you want to play this deck to get tags, to get spenders, but not against a control deck. Against a control deck, you want to leverage the fact that your coins are not something your opponent can touch. And now Jacques' going to get answered by, like, because he had to stay at 5 coins. Because he played Eavesdrop instead of playing 2 poisons. So if he opens 2 poisons...
And the water, my lord.
Oh, wow. Then the Mage Assassin actually gets the King of Beggars. That is pretty terrible. That is real unfortunate. I don't see how Axis wins this game now. I mean, Hardy still has another card they can play, which they want to play anyway. This ended up being 8 plus 3 points. And remove the spender, which was a problem. I always figured you'd play Jacques as your last card in this situation. Axis or Hardy decides that this doesn't get value later, so might as well get bleed value out of it. I think you have to play Junior now and spend. You play Junior now, like spend 3, it leaves you at 6 coins. Then when they play,
We've not had enough.
oh, they hit a 5. You gotta spend. I guess you don't have to spend because no, yeah, this will be 4 damage. And Hardy knows this. I guess Hardy's not planning on clicking this more than once, so Philippa doesn't really have value. Maybe the plan is to Philippa the Doedric. So maybe you don't want to spend. Seems that way. Not sure why we had to play the Van Marlehem so quickly. Yeah, the Van Marlehem bleeding didn't matter because we were hitting those units anyway. Now you just fill up at the 8. Or not. this is terrible. Because now you overprofit by 1. Like, you know what the last card is.
I've no mercy for your kind.
Like, he could have played this card instead of the fist deck that gave you coins that didn't do anything, right? I think Kilgore wins that round 3 if played better, for sure. But Hardy's gonna win the first game. So up 1-0, and now Kilgore has to win the next 2. Yoinking the 8th plays so hard into Ifrit? No, we know the Ifrit is gone because Reens put the Ifrit in the graveyard. Like he can check the, I mean, opponent's deck had 0 cards in it. Open deck list. Oh, you're saying the Ifrit instead of hitting like the tokens? Yeah, but the tokens aren't supposed to be there if you just save your Jacques for last. Like, those shouldn't have even... You're against a control deck, you're Syndicate, you have Jacques with King of Beggars in the deck. You literally play everything else, and then you play Jacques last. Like, that's the play. You have last say. Still alive? Unfortunately, yes. Glad you put Axis first. Yes, exactly, Iris. Those were a big part of the considerations. So, that got through. Already has an Acherontia deck. And a Golden Necker. If it's me, I play Carapace on blue. So that means Axis from red. Pirate Scope is actually pretty good into relics, isn't it? Because you can steal all the self-eaters. And this version doesn't run Cyclops, so the only control it has is the unicorns and Riptide. Something you can deal with. But looks like it's going to be Toussaint. Against Toussaint, I think Relics will just win round 1 and bleed round 2 and try to have a really short round 3. It's still winnable for either side, I think. But it'll be interesting to see how the players deal with it. I will be right back.
Pajabal just traded with 270 views.
scurry along the floor.
Alright, looks like Hardy's opening with a rat catcheress. And then Operator Self-Eater. With a leader charge used to protect it. Yeah, I guess the Carapace version is a little bit less susceptible to yoinkage. Yo, Paja, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Hey, Akna. Hey, Reeds. How's everybody doing? We're in the semifinals. Axis Kilgore against Hardy. We got Golden Neck Relics versus Toussaint. You think you're saying it's a free matchup for Booher? You can bleed, though. Is it really that free? Who's Pujabul? I don't know. Some washed up Gwent player. Round 1 ale is interesting. Don't you usually like want to hold this for round 3? I guess Axis wants to use gets max value out of it. It does make some sense. There's no control, so I don't know why we leadered the self-eater. Like, what were we worried about? Yeah, this Carapace. But what are we? Are we just? Are we on autopilot? Just leadering from Blue Coin for funsies? Do we just have like assassinate trauma? There's no assassinate in his deck. Open deck list. Come on, guys. It's a tournament, Tarnished Soul. So I'm observing these two players that are playing. They can't see each other's cards, but I can see both players' hands. There are locks. That's true. That's what it was for.
Couldn't touch a hair on my head, she said.
There's 2 locks, yes. But locks usually go on the piggies anyway. If they lock your self-eater, then your piggy doesn't get locked. This is cool, Daryl and Soldiers. To go with the Night Challenger.
I'm so damn tasty. It's a pity I can never finish.
A witch's best friend is a pig, no doubt.
Oh my god, we're using the last leader charge! Holy shit. Okay. We're just full smark. Maximum power. Intimidation. Meanwhile, Axis is gonna split the self-eater. Usually you don't want to do that. I guess because you have another Night Challenger, it makes some sense.
By the sword, so shall you die.
And this kid here is Smurfing with the 2 Night Challengers because there's no answer to it. I mean, maybe, yeah, no, there wasn't an answer to it because it was comboed with ale on the turn. The problem is, like, unicorns will be 60 billion points and none of this will matter. I wouldn't even play the unicorns yet. I would play one of these. But this is cat food gaming. We gotta go maximum speed, maximum power. 113 to 74, and there's no Rainforest, and there's no... oh my god, Kepko with the
Kepko
raid.
just traded with 33 viewers.
Welcome in, welcome. Damn, that was a fast series, Kepko.
After me! Forward! March!
Holy standard bearer value, 16 for 4. You've never seen them. I mean, it had synergy with Knights. This is a very cool package I hadn't thought about. Is it on both sides or it's enemy unit? So these boosted enemy units and then this benefited from it. This is 25 points. So there's a lot of gold in the deck. A leader is 12 points. Yeah, so Hardy's gonna pass here. I think even Beauclair might... Wait. Is this plus leader gonna be enough? Because getting 2 points, those cancel each other out. Oh no. He has an extra 2 points here. So it's 98 to 120. Needs a 22 point card. He has to play standard bearer and leader, and then he gets ahead. Yo, Horvalka, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Plus 10, that's right. Because of the passive. I always forget that it's... Okay, so Access wins... wins round 1. This is a very, like, I didn't expect Toussaint to play like this. But... they won round 1, they've got an ale on the board. Do you bleed this? Or do you just go long round? You just go... Just remember your Twitch password. Congratulations. Welcome back. Welcome back. Next Sunday, tournament. Let's go. Just steal some decks from this week's tournament. Want to go long as an ale on the board, right? The siren song of the I have carryover. Must use carryover. But I think... I don't know. Get Necker out, maybe Beauclair. You're not getting Necker out. If you bleed this deck, they're just gonna play Incubus and like Lesser Witch and Crones and stuff. Like they give them carry. Like it takes a lot to force a Necker out of relics. And Toussaint's points are usually backloaded, not front-loaded. But I think it would have been kind of hard. The restraint on this man to pass, even though he's got carryover on the board here. But Ale, I mean, he got a lot of value out of Ale with Kahir. Also protected it from Riptide. So, hey, Sippy. That about Ale based in round 1. There's even a Piquant for maximum challenger synergy. But I guess it also has synergy with Beauclair. What's the top card in the deck? Top card is Guillaume, I believe. Avalok could play Black Blood. Avalok, 8 provisions? Okay, no. It's one of these two. But we're going to play Piquant first. Guess we don't really have any clogging issue on this side. Why did we play a Self-Eater from hand instead of an Incubus?
Satisfaction
Like,
guaranteed.
you could play the Self-Eater after Golden Necker and get an extra Self-Eater.
I'm so damn thirsty. It's a pity I can never finish.
Deck has Necromancy and Decree, and then these two cards would be terrible. You want bronzes. He didn't Calvi. Oh. I just kind of assumed this was a Calvi deck. So that's a very good point. Dreamer is Pega. So there's Milton. This seems like an easy Riptide. Yep. And this had 5 armor. I didn't even notice. Riptide had 5 armor. OP. Illusionist in this deck with setup with operator. What for more night challengers? Are we gonna see Golden Necker now? It gets Maxi, of course. But at least Decree will get Incubus, right?
Another little thunderbolt. Charmin.
Night Challenger's not that good when you don't have Kahir on the board. Like, your opponent has a lot of units too. This is why you don't split your self-eaters, by the way.
One sexy witch and I'm here to please.
Like, if you hadn't done that the second... My viewers back there, his viewers now. I don't stream, but he streams more than I do. Plus, he rated. Which we very much appreciate. Paja's also one of the few Gwent streamers I actually just always watch if I'm available to watch something. So there's a few there's 5 engines on the board. These take 2 slots each. Right, so that's 4 slots plus 3, 7. There's 9. So you can only split 2 more times. That's before counting for like Roderick, and this one doesn't have range plan. But you also have Brewis, which can make space. This guy has built-in Calvi, right, Kevka? That's called skill. If you had some, you wouldn't be out of the tournament right now. Hope you're taking notes. Are we gonna go for Black Blood? No, just the lock. Wait, where's Siri? There's no Siri in this deck. I guess Roderick will get Black Blood.
Hey, you are what you eat.
He has to play Ivar next, right? I don't think Tucson has enough points. Does he? Sangreal is only there for Milton. Carter 1 to 49.
Think you're strong. Let's you and me find out.
He didn't Ivar the Maxi because he wants Beauclair on the Maxi. So that was the second biggest target. I guess you wanted Guillaume later. It's true. A later Guillaume would have given more value. Hardy's gonna overswarm? No, because when you play these, you get... Okay, not positioning these correctly is a crime. But... Like, when you play Weavis, you get another charge, so he's fine. I mean, unless he splits the next 2 turns, then he's not fine. As of now, he's fine. Wait, you can force the black, like, because there's no leader,
In your dream.
Axis can trigger the Black Blood himself. So he can, like, he can drop Weavis and boost this Roderick or something. That's what I would do. No, otherwise it would have been Piggy, because Piggy boosts and Black Blood kills it. It doesn't matter. Like, without Rainfarn and Theory, like, this is... It's just too many points.
I sense your pain. I see your fear.
Like, yeah, Bouclair is a good combo, but not with a 23-point maxi. You didn't even need to eat that, but it doesn't really matter. It's a pretty sad... And he played into... the sad part is he played his Milton into Riptide. Like, Toussaint shouldn't have any trouble protecting a Milton. If you Sangreal before, then you don't get to click the order, right? But yeah, the sequencing was all a little bit off. So the Sangreal played for 1 point. No, 6 points. Alright, so Hardy wins that game and advances to the finals 2-0. So now it's going to be Echo Tianich versus Hardy in the finals. Update that. And the finals will be a best of 5. Start the round. Players have 10 minutes to do their bets. When is the final? The final is now. You have now arrived at the finals. We do this so for anybody who doesn't know, this is a community tournament we run every Sunday. Everyone is welcome to join. I usually make the tournament like a day before, but it's always the same time, Sunday, noon US Central Time. So 3 hours ago, whatever that is in your time, every Sunday. We've had 132 of them. We're going to have more. So, if you want to have some fun, play some open deck list, conquest format, Gwent. Nice change of pace from ladder. And it's a lot of fun. Everybody's welcome to join. Surprised Toussaint reached semis? Toussaint does well, usually. There's just a lot of decks that Does okay in 2. Okay, let's take a look at Echo's decks one more time, and then Hardy's as well. So Echo has brought an Erendite, Unicorn, Ethereal, Imlerith, Griffin, Ghoul deck. No Mamuna in this. So just kind of like point slam with some Thrive, with Ethereal, and some control in forms of Erendite, Heatwave, Muzzle, Unicorns, Toad. No Cyclops, but there is Unicorns. We have a Double Cross Shoop deck with Artifacts and Calvite. There's a Surrender. We have a Blaze of Glory deck with Renew. So the idea here is Triss Telekinesis, Freya's Blessing. You can renew the Triss, I think, or other cards. There's other targets, but it's got a Hewlett. And it's got a Compass, and the Compass will play Utkel. The thing that's different, it's got the Borsodi brothers, it's got a Pickpocket, and it's got 2 Acherontia deckhands. Give me some great advice after watching. I've been frying everyone in Gwent. Also, did I finish Death Stranding too? No. I got a little frustrated with like yet another like thank you for delivering this package. It turns out this guy was the bad guy that you thought was a good guy. And then it was like, oh no, just kidding. That guy that we said was the bad guy that you thought was the good guy is actually still a good guy, and this other guy is the bad guy. I just got tired of it. I just got so much Kojima all over me. I couldn't. I needed a break. I played a bunch of Windrose. I'm playing Subnautica 2 right now, the early access. You're going to Kojima Studio next month? That's amazing. Plot twist badly, yeah. Okay, so Hardy, we saw this Relics deck. He played it already, that last game. There's a off-the-books Acherontia Vice deck with Tunnel Drill and Savola. Plus the usual stuff. It's got a Heat Wave instead of Junior. And just Decree, no bank. So that's certainly interesting. There is a Furco for Sesames. There is a Constructs deck with Tactical Decision Reins. Couple of Soldiers as well. And then finally, we have an Onslaught deck with Hjalmar and Wildboar of the Sea. 2 Abordage, Holger Blackhand, Raiding Fleet. Yeah, if you try, when you're playing Gwent, if you try to win every game, it can be kind of frustrating, especially when you're starting out. It's more about, given this hand, it's kind of like poker, right? Like in poker, if you try to win every hand, you can go bankrupt real fast. The best way to think about it is, given the information I had and the cards that I had, what was the best play? And then you're playing against yourself. You're not playing against other people or luck. So I didn't even finish Delivery Stranding 1. The thing is, like, my fundamental critique of Death Stranding is that it creates this like gameplay loop that is walking around delivering packages or whatever, which is, some people like it, some people don't. I had no problem with it. But then it constantly, like, as soon as it introduces a new mechanic, it immediately replaces it. It's like, hey, here's a bike. Just kidding, here's instant teleportation. Hey, here's weather. Oh, just kidding, this augment makes the weather irrelevant. Hey, here's like, in Death Stranding 2, it's like, it's got a thing where like at higher altitudes there's no oxygen. Like 5 minutes after introducing that mechanic, they give you a mask, which you put on, which like, they have no conviction in, like, it's like it was focus group tested to death or something. They do try to, yeah. At least in Death Stranding 2, they removed like the pee and poop stuff, which was always kind of weird. But also, like, not actually good. Like, those grenades were never worth using. It was always better to throw blood grenades. I actually didn't mind like the carrying packages boring part, because like after you like crested that hill and got out of the snowstorm and the music changed and you see your destination and you're walking slowly towards it, it kind of felt good. You're like, oh, I made it, and you had a sense of relief. But they removed all that. Like so many times throughout the game, they just didn't let you actually suffer. And so like none of it was satisfying. And it just seemed like a lot of clicks and a lot of fake dialogue over and over and over again. It's definitely a unique game. For sure. My critique of it isn't so much that like, oh, they should have made a game like other games. It's like, no, you have an idea, commit to it. Stop undercutting yourselves. Okay. I'm gonna reset the series, because if I don't, I think we'll have a problem. So Echo is blue coin, and Fruits and Carapace were bad. No, not that. Why is it doing this? Why is it inviting? There's no game. Okay. Why can't I set the coins? At Echo, at Party. Please redo that. The bands were both of the monsters, and Echo had blue coin, if I recall. But I don't know why it's not letting me do the set the coin manually part. Oh, this isn't semi, this is the finals. There we go. Oh, we had a song request from Horomalka an hour ago that I didn't see. Hopefully he's still around. Queuing it now. And one from 11 minutes ago. You guys redid bands? Okay, great. They just launched Unreal Engine 6? You mean 5? Six, wow. My PC can barely handle Unreal Engine 5 games. Okay, hopefully you guys will get the same coins, but I can't really control it, it seems. Okay, Echo is going to be blue coin. Nice. Breaking news, real time. Pedro. We gotta check out You have is there a good demo video or something we should look at after the finals? I hope it's not like so CPU bound as Unreal. Like, I don't really know the stuff very well, but it seemed like a lot of games couldn't really leverage some of the stuff in UE5 without causing like micro stutters and whatnot. First game is Rocket League. Makes sense. Looks like one of the tourney regulars didn't participate this week. Who is that, CBW? Yeah. Hopefully 6 doesn't have those problems. Hopefully they learned. No, Gruff is Last Days of Gwent. Last Days of Gwent is Beetle Gruff. They played, they just lost in round 1. They lost with a Shoop deck. No. This is very, very weird. Are either of you on mobile? Ah, we got a game. Let's go. Echo Blue playing Blades of Glory versus Hardy playing Tactical Decision. So Constructs versus Freya's. NG Constructs versus Compass Otkel. There's a Gigascorp Decoction. There's a Renew. There's an Ermion. There's the Compass. Gets mulliganed. With all of the discards in this deck, looks like we're confident we're going to get it again. And heal and spawn in the graveyard a Veteran, a Warmonger, a Skirmisher, Demon Pirate Captain, and a Terraku Plunderer. Interesting spawns. How do you open as Echo Tianich?
Kill the sons, steal the lasses!
I raised as usual with the country.
I suppose.
We got an on-crate raider. Coral gets played now that there's targets on the board.
I can eat me ghoulies. Looky here.
And Golem actually took a big hit. Ah! It just hit it. Actually clicked it. Leave not alive. No Golem. Dead Golem. 22-0. Here comes a swirl. Take care of the veteran. The Blaze of Glory leader choice is interesting. This is only pirates, right? So veterans are warriors, not pirates. Could pull this. That would be the best case. Here comes Dead Man's Tongue. Gonna be a big chalky squirrel. The Renew is for, I think, for Triss Telekinesis. So I don't know about this Demon Warship, but it's in the graveyard now for later. Okay, so that round is easily taken. But you would expect that from blue coin with coral. One Freya gets this discarded using a Scald. Is Echo gonna just go for a long round and keep last say? Still hasn't drawn the Burna.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
And now draws a Brick Jutta, so I don't think we're gonna see a big bleed here. We might even just see a pass at 7 cards. Which would allow Hardy to save leader Snowdrop for the next round. This is good though. Like Hardy wants to play this because it thins the deck. But it is like a good card. Right? It's a 13 tempo card. So Echo might just pass here. That's what we see. Any Frost decks? Yep. Access Kilgore and Last Days of Gwent both had a Frost deck. You could play either one. Self-provision Triss? Yeah, but it's an extra Freyas for your Utkel. So she started saying because you're using a 12 provision Renew to replay a Triss. The problem right now is Triss wasn't played yet, so Triss won't be in the graveyard. How do you destroy it? Can't even soup. Yeah, there's no soup in this deck. I don't think this Dodric's a threat per se. Given that there's a leader and 4 cards left in the deck, you could just let it be. Shackles also got nerfed, so... Not that this is an alchemy deck anyway. Ermion has to play Decoction. Oh, we're leadering? Damn. I guess leader so that you don't accidentally draw it?
Sorry.
Don't you pester me.
Prayers into a scald. Click the skirm. Click the skirm.
Nothing like some overseas plundering in springtime.
So what is Renew gonna target? Is just you could renew Jutta, but then you can't Yalmar it. So is it just renew Coral? Yeah, because he missed Burna, so he has to. No. He can Armia the decoction, and then Compass is active. Like all the vintage wedding bangers, right? Gonna play some Jim Grossier and some Cat Stevens. They're all chat requests. That's the renew for in this deck. I think it's for Triss, so you get an extra Freya's on your on the Otkel that you get from Compass. But Triss wasn't played in round 1 or 2, so it's a little bit awkward. No, Triss is recently. I think it used to be 10. Ruin Mage into monsters is a choice. Oh, he was looking for a Consume or a Cyclops to get rid of Triss Telekinesis. Didn't find it. Didn't find it. Makes sense.
No stench more foul.
Oh! Oh my god! They both. That was a 1 in 16. Beautiful stuff. Let's go. Absolute counter skill. Just. Well, problem solved. Can I emote? Can an observer emote? I would emote right now. Yeah, this is how you know you're in the finals. Beautiful stuff. Paid agents. Yeah. What is he? So he's like electrocuting the guy, but he's got his hand on the rope outside. Is he harnessing the electricity from the clouds? Is he a conductor? Like, is it going through his body? Or is he just ready to make an escape? Did anybody ever thought about the art on this card? Like, what is going on? I will say though, like being in the bath and having like nice bread and beer on a tray, that's the good life. It's just a manicure, right, yeah. It's a new Swedish spa treatment. See? Renew. Easy game.
We serve her, bird and mother and crone. He's ever tried swimming in armor?
Oh, that's cute. Using Terra Crew Plunder to ping the demon warship that was dying anyway. Play for 7 and get an on-crate raider out. There, Pag. I guess Dodric getting answered was important because no drop would have had synergy with Dodric. I forgot about that. The decoction is being kept for Colossal Ifrit. Should see it now. Yep. And now Compass is available
God's protect.
because there's only 2 cards in the deck. It's only scary if this is alive, yeah. Forgiveness? Oh my god.
Who wants to take Skelliger Steel?
A person of culture is requesting songs.
An interesting choice.
You gotta pay.
That was a negative. That was a negative point, Vilgefortz. At least if you killed the Vilgefort, the Noon Wraith, you get to. Was it defensive Vilgefortz ever better? I guess not. It's like a bathroom mirror. Yep. Because of the filter, right?
Give us all you got.
Is that better? Is it now? It's like a rear view mirror. Screens are getting sketchier and sketchier. True. Kraken? No. Oh, I mean, come on. There's 4 Freyas in the graveyard. There's only one choice, and it's Oathkill. Come on, guys. We also have a Hewlett in hand. Like, you gotta pick these two, and then...
Bow before modern Freya. We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
Is that a Shinmiri emote? No.
More, my beloved.
We ran out of units to resurrect. That's why Hewlin is good. Because it has good synergy with Freya. Can he be a virgin and a mother? Brother, you're like literally questioning the faith of 1 billion plus people right now. Stop it. It's an easy heat wave, is it not? What are we waiting for? I guess he was doing the math if it's better this or it reads. This is gonna be close. No, it's not. This is 8 points. This is more than 8 points. Okay, so Echo's quadruple Freya deck is gonna advance. Gonna get through. And Echo's now up 1-0. Not gonna be a virgin and a mother. Adoption. Some Giga Brain chats going on right now. Imagine if he didn't kill Triss. It'd be 1 less Freya. And 1 less Renew. Or Renew would be for like a coral. It would be something. It's hard to say exactly because coral damage is random and like he would have had better targets for his Freyas from Utkel. Hopefully this next game will just launch without hiccups. Okay, so Blaze of Glory's through. We got Shoop Double Cross and Captain Yago. You probably play Shoop on red, and you want Yago on blue, right? Hardy from blue. Will they play Akarantia? Probably not. Probably don't want Pirates either. Probably just plays Tactical Decision. So, can Shoop Double Cross beat this Tactical Decision construct deck? I think so. I think it does well into it.
Impertinence.
Smart.
One thing
I predicted
cannot
all of
abide.
it. Why do we even play the games? Why don't I just say who's gonna pick what deck and then like predict who's gonna win? That's not true. We're constantly surprised here. We have a lot of 1-point games. Gwent is still, in my opinion, the best card game. Although, Magic is adding Star Trek cards. Oh! Well, you know, now you know opponent doesn't have Calvi. And it shuffled the Calvi. So yes, you took 7 damage, but you're probably pretty happy about that. Unless you're Echo. Then you're very sad. So Hardy's showing some counter skill here. The opposite of last game.
Impressive.
The emoting has started.
Grateful. And my gratitude can oft be priceless.
If both players play good and maximize their points without making mistakes, it all comes down to random draws, RNG effects. No, it comes down to lineup. I looked content from other cards recently, and I have to say, I do think Gwent is just better than other card games. Yes, yes. A bunch of Gwent players and viewers all agree that Gwent is the best game. 100% of the people who decided this was the best game think this is the best game. In other news, firemen hate fire. Mobile Snap was good for a little while? Yeah, I played Snap too, actually. Snap had a much better mobile UX. And the games were quick and fun. But I didn't enjoy the deck building and the sequencing. Like, it didn't feel like you could do cool stuff. It just felt like you were gonna play the cards that were dealt to you, and then there was, like, the whole snapping thing was cool, but also, at the same time, it rewards you not trying. Like, imagine every time in Gwent you don't get good draws, you just, like, retreat. And then you play another, like, that's the optimal way to play Snap. It was like, oh, it's not a good matchup, it's not a good, didn't get good draws, just go next. Just forfeit. Like, and that's setting aside the monetization, which they absolutely, like, they completely butchered that. Like, Squirrel was used on Boohart, even though Echo was just not winning the round. Passing. Echo really needs to draw Calvite, but Calvite's been shuffled, right? It just gets shuffled. Yeah. So now they just have to hope to find it? That's really tragic. Like, that's game deciding right there, actually. This sucks. Anybody know Aluga Luga Cat? Okay, so we got Sergeant, we got a Nilf Knight. I mean, I imagine Hardy's gonna want to bleed since there was no Calvite played, right? Pause the match for a dance break. How much Yu-Gi-Oh do you know? Not much at all. Just that it's kind of crazy combos. That like Miyamon plays it. Like I saw somebody like play 17 cards in a row and like just get a billion points, and the other player was just sitting there watching the whole time.
Yours are one with discipline, my lords.
Let's go an album called Cat Jams. Spelling Bee? He's around. Occasionally comes back and plays. Like I think he was playing last season or 2 seasons ago I saw him. Right now, ladder, like top 4 of ladder is a bunch of like former pros. Like Paja, Kerpeton, Lario, Bart, I think. I haven't looked recently, but you can ban cards from your opponent's deck.
I cannot abide.
That would break Gwent. This song is called Big Billy. What's Tessel? In classic Hearthstone and Gwent? The Elder Scrolls Legends. I didn't even know that was a card game. So Hardy played a couple of constructs in the past. Kept the card. Some Arabish catfish rubbish. Where's Snowdrop? Snowdrop's gone? Oh, there it is. Well, that's a nice draw. But somehow Echo has managed to draw all their golds, except for the Prophet. The Prophet would be good against this deck, actually. Well, no, you just play Dao and counters the Prophet. There's the Calvi. You don't want it down. Oh, gets Prophet. Okay, so Echo is perfectly fine. Here comes an illusionist. Going for the one with armor seems smart. Nerf Calvi. Yeah, just by being in the deck, you know.
Give it a lash. Sing along.
But that's the fucked up real hard from running the game. But game's design just on it. Really? Was it a multiplayer card game? Like, was it a collectible card game? Nice draws. I think the Red Mage was hoping for a illusionist, but then Then he plays Sergeant first, but then the two dudes.
The coming of the herald and the triumph of death.
I'm not sure. Maybe they thought it's going to be a different second illusionist, and were hoping to snipe the illusionist early. Yeah, as predicted, Prophet gets answered by Dao. Well, actually, that's 5 less points. That Prophet played for 10. Not bad. Parallel, watch Lammy played a few times.
An interesting choice.
But there's no bronze units in the deck. Can Echo... Should Echo lock this? I mean, Echo doesn't know. But if they knew, they would lock it. And then that would screw Hardy, because then Reins wouldn't be very good. Still doesn't draw the card that they need. Echo still has leader. Echo has a lot of points left, but Reins is a big deal. So Hardy's keeping Rico in hand because they think it'll be more points. Yeah, I guess it's technically 1 more point than the other card.
Want it done right, you do it yourself.
Wait, what? Because I guess Reins always gets locked, but having it get locked is still 4 points. But then Reins is 12 at best, right? It's gonna be shoot boost 4 and boost the. Because Echo has to know the last card in the deck aside from Reins is Frenzied Dao. Because the Vilga Forge nothing came out. So he just goes shoot knight, boost 4, and then denies the Reins. Damage 4. Never mind. They didn't think about it. It's not an easy thing to think about, to realize. Plus Hardy might be still fishing for, and does actually draw the Dao. So this is 4 plus 8, probably 13. But that's not enough. Echo still has more than enough points, so Echo goes up 2-0. Yeah, I did get like sponsored to play a card game, but it was a crypto something, and I was like, You never plan to use that Reeds? I guess. Okay, so now Echo has to play Jackpot. And it's on Blue Coin. Can Pirates beat Jackpot? Hardy has to win the next 3. Crypto bros. Ugh, so cringe. So cringe. I should check, see if I have any crypto. Every few years I remember I had some crypto in something and I go and it's like made some money. And I cash it out immediately because I believe it's all a scam. But game itself seemed interesting.
The semblance of power don't interest me. 20
bitcoins in StarCraft 2 tournament back in 2012. That's amazing. Did he keep them? Bro, in like 2007, 2008 or whatever, my buddy was like, hey, we should start farming crypto. And he just wanted to buy like $100 worth of crypto, which would have been like, I don't know, 10,000 Bitcoin back then. And I was like, no, don't do that. This is such a risky, like, thing. There's no way. He also wanted to buy some drugs, like, on Silk Road and stuff. Oh, it's so dumb. Like, why did I say those things? You'd literally be a billionaire. Ordered a pizza. Damn. Top 4 got money and then 5 to 8 got Bitcoin. Yeah, like Chuck E. Cheese money, right? Like, ugh, crazy. Okay, so Hardy's gonna contest the round. Didn't realize that wouldn't be able to kill the Madaf. This is terrible. This is tragic.
Polish till I see my reflection.
Echo now drops the deckhand. I mean, you have to win. You have to bleed out the Yago. But like, how do you deal with 7 engines on the board? I think Hardy's in trouble. Only Bitcoin you're gonna have is 9 syndicate coins. Listen, I made like $1,000 off of crypto kitties, okay? They're collectible, non-fungible, like cats. You could, because of that, like I made it a Coinbase account and everything, and I bought like a cat, which I later sold for like double what I got it for $50. I sold it for 100, and then that $100 was like in my Coinbase account, became like 500 and became a. Oh, I don't know. When Bitcoin was 120 pounds, I hesitated between buying some or getting my first car. Went for the car. Big mistake. You should have bought some crypto, obviously. Nah, man. 10 years ago, I bought a house. And it has appreciated 0 in those 10 years. Because Chinese people stopped buying houses in the city where I bought it. It's really hard to make these decisions. Orsodi's been used with deckhand with some synergy. It's already at 10? That's kind of crazy. Echo's making me want to play Yago with this deck. So Colossal Ifrit comes down. But this is going to be more than enough to get ahead.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Why here? Why not here and here? Vilgeforce gets another deckhand. We've seen some really sad Vilgeforces today. This is like the U.S. government Vilgeforce. Like, hey, we spent 20 years and $8 trillion and we replaced the Taliban with the Taliban. Yeah, we spent $200 billion and we replaced the Khamenei with the Khamenei. This is the U.S. foreign policy Vilgeforce right here. Good job. Your Nilfgaardian tax dollars at work. All it does is like torture some dude. That's basically it. Official Novigrad currency are Redanian crowns. In the Epic Store, how's launching FD crypto used in parallel? We offer support for digital collectible versions of our playing cards, which provide no in-game advantage. These digital collectible cards enable our win to earn mechanics, as well as cosmetic gains. Win to earn mechanic allows users to earn Prime dollars, an ERC20 token created by the Echelon. Oh my god. Currency takes place on a third-party site. Okay, but can you actually get rich playing that card game? So leader had to be used for Heatwave. That was an expensive round for Hardy. I don't blame him though. You kind of gotta do that because otherwise you get clapped by Yago. Of course not. What is Prime Dollar? Like, what the hell's Prime Dollar? The Riot Runeterra? Apparently it was good, but it already got discontinued. Like Runeterra apparently had like really good tournament modes and observer features and stuff. But like wasn't scummy enough to make money as a card game apparently. Even though it was in the League, the League of Legends universe. Wait, what just happened? Heatwave on the Dow. Okay. Echo really doesn't want to get bled here. But I don't think they have much of a choice. They're just gonna play eavesdrop, and then what? Puts the blacksmith back in the deck. Riftbound. LOR is a PvE game now that they still add content and it's roguelike mod. Oh, Runeterra. So it's like Thronebreaker or Gwent Rogue Mage. I thought Rogue Mage was a good game. But like everybody stopped playing it after 3 days.
Time for a rematch.
So Reigns on Rico takes out the Freak Show. And I think Echo has to take out the Reigns. But that wouldn't get him ahead. This Reins is worth 12 points, though. I think you got to take it out. Oh, wait. What happened? You just played Pickpocket. Oh, because he needed the coins to do the... Yeah. If Echo can keep bank, I think he's happy. The problem is he can't really do that. Berserker Leo, thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate it. Sorry, I missed some YouTube comments. Fred was saying he'd like to see 2 matches. Same decks, different coin. Because the outcome could be wildly different. Yeah, but usually people know what coin they're getting in a tournament. That's one of the nice things about it. So they pick whatever deck they think is going to be good in that coin, in that matchup.
Look to it and beg for mercy. Not that it helps.
Is moral tribute from KOB enough? Yes. I can answer that. Definitively, it is enough. Oh. You're saying before the... yeah, no, he needed the Borsodi. The Borsodi was 11 points. And he won by 7.
Oh, looks like some light reading.
This is looking good for Hardy, actually. Like, Yago's going to be a lot of points, but there's no spender here. What's this Ifrit at? 9? Yeah. Two, 3, and 4 is 9. Should be Chorus Blacksmith.
10% for peace of mind? Well...
Problem is... Echo's gonna end up with 3 unspent coins. I believe. What is this gold I'm gonna play for? It's gonna play for 10. Ooh, that's smart using the shield.
That includes the pay.
Okay, that turns out Yago was in fact enough. Holy shit. Oh my god. It's like a 45-point Yago? Without a spender on the board, just candles. So Echo ends up winning the series, beating NG Constructs 3 times to win 3-0. Congratulations to Echo Tianich. Brought some cool decks and had a good run. Beating Julia, beating Kepko, and beating Hardy CH. On the other side, Hardy also did well, beating Lucas Legends, Axis Kilgore. Beautiful Syndicate. It was Syndicate, indeed. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like.